So what we discussed yesterday, before attending the class, any kind of session, you need to know about your faculty because uh, by listening the front office people, this faculty is good, and also my faculty is working for past 10 years. He is having a good amount of experience, who is working in implementation, all the things, because they need to promote their faculties. Due to that reason, by listening that words, don't judge your faculties, okay? And if you are FSCO consultant, means first of all you need to understand thorough accounting systems. What is debit and what is credits? Because whenever you are using general ledger accounting, account payable, account receivable, AP, or whatever the topics, okay, so each and every area you need to understand the accounting entry system, because it is very, very important tomorrow when you go for implementation or support. What end user is trying to do the translation, whether the similar kind of requirement you are going to fulfill in SAP or not, you need to do that. So that uh, you have to recall your domain accounting knowledge. And whenever I'm telling some things, take notes, be curious and shameless to ask the questions. If people are laughing, if I ask small doubt, people are going to laugh. If you feel like that, definitely I'm telling that it is drawback for you only, not for me. And do the configuration and testing. Okay, because why I'm telling means if you're not doing the configuration, just listening some videos and doing something, it is difficult. While listening the videos or whenever you're listening the topic in front of other, it seems to be understandable. Whenever you practice, whenever you face errors, then only you'll understand the real toughness of this subject. One task at a time, explore the backend. Why I'm doing this one? If I'm not doing this one, what is the impact of SAP? Like whenever you're doing general ledger accounting or broadcasting, whatever the areas. Yesterday I explained you. So whenever you are going to start any kind of area, first you need to understand the concept. Once you understand the concept, we are going to do some basic configurations. So once you have done this basic configuration, you are going to do master data setup. Later, you're trying to post the transaction, and end result, you're going to see the reports. So whenever you understand the requirement, based upon the requirement, you can able to design. If you're not having knowledge into recording subject, theoretical knowledge, you cannot able to design system. Focus on learning ability, okay? Apply your own logic, knowledge on other areas like such as like Excel, Visio, PowerPoint. And I also explained you who is eligible for SAP FSCO jobs, okay? And 16 years mandatory education, domain experience in accounts and finance, minimum 10 company codes practice, must at least 5 company codes. You should be ready to work at least 6 hours in SAP FSCO and ready to discuss on group discussions. After completion of your SAP FSO course, minimum 1 year patience. Fail knowledge in the areas of S4HANA. Know the reason why people are struggling SAP jobs. Yesterday I told you, many people are, they don't know how to prepare their profile. Okay, just taking the input from XYZ persons and preparing your profile. You need to prepare your profile. What points you are keeping in your profile, that you should know. Okay, and also when you are attending the jobs, so whenever you're getting the calls, don't skip the calls. Let it be one interview fail, second interview fail, 10 interviews fail. 11th interview definitely you're going to get. When people start asking questions, I'm going to conduct the interview means don't skip that. Be ready to attack. Okay, because whenever you are talking, then only you'll understand what is your drawbacks. So so speaking is not important. When you are speaking some in front of others, whether they are able to understand your conversation or not. That is very, very important. So whenever you're getting any kind of materials through Google or YouTube or LinkedIn or WhatsApp channels, wherever from whatever the source you're getting the documents, just download the documents, create a proper folder, and just keep this document belongs to general ledger accounting. Under general ledger accounting, you have to create configuration, testing, or business blueprint document, function specification document. You have to create subfolders. why I'm telling all the things means at times you need some information, but when you're not finding that information, again you are start asking the this requirement from public. So because as and when you required that time people are not, they are not in a position to support you. So for that reason, whenever you're getting any documents, you need to place the documents into proper folders. So you need to adopt all the things. Okay, what need to be done to get a job? So I said that first, do not disappoint yourself, and whatever the above instructions I told you, minimum five company course, end-to-end practice, group discussions, each and everything, it is must. Okay, and you have to set a goal, stick on that one, jump into that work till you reach the goal, don't come out. Required your hard work, talent, attitude, commitment, patience, all are very, very important. And I discussed what is our course summary, and I we discussed some of the points, what and all areas you have to prepare. Like I yesterday I shown you around 30 topics. If you prepare that 30 topics, definitely you'll be master. Okay, and each and every areas. So minimum you need to prepare 2 to 5 lines of that answer. Don't follow Google, YouTube's. You take that information and you need to prepare your notes. If you're following that one, like by hurting or just listening, you may think that I can able to tell, but you may not able to tell. I'm telling. So because whenever I'm going coming to take your session, I'll be preparing my presentation. Because if I need to hold you people for 2 hours, okay, how I can able to hold you people for 2 hours if I'm not preparing well? Very important. You have to focus on business knowledge, confidence. Confidence means I said that you know the answer. When somebody is telling that is it correct, means no, 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 not this one. Communications, because we are good into our mother tongue. Okay, but when you need to work with the foreign clients, they need to understand your communications. Okay, mandatory that you need to know proper communication skills, and also you require a presentation skills. Since that topics are since business knowledge, I'm going to share you in the next 3 months classes. Okay, and whenever you people are going to prepare, like I'm going to create a network. So whenever I'm going to create a network, you guys need to sit together and practice together. And weekend, whenever you guys are going to give some presentation, that time your knowledge will be increased. If you're not thinking that, because why I'm telling that presentation, this is not for my sake. Once you become a consultant, you need to understand business requirement. You have to prepare presentations. Okay, whenever you're preparing the presentations, when you are explaining in front of the business, then only they'll give a go ahead kind of things. If you're not giving a proper presentations, so look and feel it is completely different. You need to prepare something. You search Google, YouTube, or whatever it may be. You take information from other friends. You grab the information and keep in the paper proper format, and you have to present. That is called presentation. Okay. So this is the topic which we discussed yesterday. Overview of we are going to discuss on all these things. Overview on different industries, accounting system, complete overview of FSU module, functional role of consultant, differences between ECC and HANA, gap analysis and cutover activities, function specification, explanation, initial uploading data, different kind of uploading tools, month-end and year-end activities, different type of testings, new GL account, universal general ledger accounting, GST withholding tax, IDOCS, validation, substitution, project methodology and its roadmap, how to build your SAP network, interaction with cross-module consultants, understanding about the RISE concepts, FICO supporting issues, interview-oriented explanation in both FI and CO areas, technical consultant role, who is the ABAP or who is basis consultant, project explanation, like implementation, when you are keeping some wrong experience. So how to explain during interviews, implementation, support, rollout, migration, and how to find your consultancy, importance of SAP certification, how to prepare your profile, career opportunities, negotiation on salary, documentation, goal setting, smart ideas, running notes, help documents, practice videos. All the things will come as part of this course. And I told you that if you are good into these areas, at least if you are able to explain minimum half an hour, then you are master. If you are explaining 1 or 2 lines, automatic payment program means FBZP and F110. If you're telling that one is not answer. When somebody is asking FI and MM integration, OBC configuration, purchase order, MyGo, Myro, and payment. This is not the way. Why MM module is connecting with the FI module? If FIMM is not connected, what is the impact? If and FI and SD integration is not mapped, what is the backend impact? Okay, so don't do rehearsal kind of thing. VKOA FISD integration, FI integration means OBYC settings, or else new GL accounting means document splitting. It's not only that areas; those are part of that areas, that topics. But when you are presenting in front of the interviewer, you need to impress the interviewer, because half an hour or 45 minutes your technical interview evaluation is going to happen. That during that 30 minutes or 45 minutes, how best you are going to impress the interviewer, which is very, very important. So these are the areas. If you want to take a screenshot, you can take the screenshot. If you are good into these areas, definitely you can able to crack the interviews. This is only for your technical round. Again, further round, when you go for project round, that time further questions will be there. This is it. At least if you want to clear your first round, you must speak all these areas minimum half an hour. Now we'll jump into our real world SAP world. SAP is an ERP software. What is ERP? Enterprise Resource Planning. Enterprise is nothing but an organization, which is a collection of people who are working together to achieve individual and organization goals. Because it's not individual, because whenever the company is starting, company is nothing but an enterprises, irrespective. So it's for the personal growth and also professional growth, and they want to achieve something, so which will be useful for them and which will be useful for others, which is nothing but an enterprise. So how to run that business? You require some resources. What is that resources? Either money, manpower, machinery, materials, methods. If you're not having any of these resources, at least you need some resource. Either you need a money, you need a manpower, you need a machinery, you need a material. So you have all these resources. You have to use all these resources in a proper manner. Like you have to plan that resource in a proper manner. So what is that planning? So you should have a understand what exactly you want to give an output and end result. So that you need to start up some concept and prototyping, development, testing, deployment, release. What is the concept? Why I'm doing this one? You're doing SAP S4HANA course. What purpose you are going to do? Maybe to earn money or something else. But first of all, how you're going to start up? We're going to discuss about general ledger accounting, APR. So it is coming in a conceptual manner. So prototyping, it is a testimonial kind of things. So this is what my output. So you start, once you understand that requirement, you start developing that one. So once you develop the system, you need to test by yourself, and also the testing need to done with the cross areas also. For example, we are doing a Hero Honda bikes. Okay, so you are keeping each and everything like dome, seats, handle, everything. But if the motor is not working properly, whenever you are running the motor half an hour, if the engine is stopping continuously. So though outlook looks good, but it is not useful. Similarly, whenever you design any kind of system, so first you yourself, because you are the person who designed the system, you should understand the system. Once you are understanding the system, based on that, we are going to provide the system to someone else. So deployment means about to hand out the system. So I'm going to, for example, you book one product in a shop, you book one car. So you are going to ask that, so that they are getting the product and they're keeping in the showroom. So whenever you paid the full money and they are going to hand out that one. So that any kind of business, this is common. So that the backbone of your SAP is ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning. For any kind of organization, they should have some resources which we have to plan accordingly, which is nothing but ERP software. The evaluation of ERP, it starts from 1960s. Initially, it was they started ERP for inventory controlling purpose. Later, they started for MRP purpose, material requirement planning. So then advanced MRP to 1990s onwards ERPs. So ERP means it is connecting with the different areas. 2000 extended ERP. Extended means, for example, whenever I do some transaction, this transaction need to link with other modules, other softwares. Oracle to SAP, SAP to JD Edwards, SAP to Pinnacle. Like that, my software, like you do some transaction in your system, that data I can able to my system can able to read. So whenever I do some transaction, which can be able to which can be used for others, like my system data should come to your system. Your system data should come to my system. Each and every system follows different kind of data format. One is XML, one is Notepad, one is text, one is Excel. So if you check each and every software is having some extension, .xls, .doc, doctor, .txt. So that, so when I send my data, some of the systems are able to read that system, read the data for certain formats, which is nothing but extending of your ERP. Because whenever I'm extending, we can able to club different things, different softwares. Because you in at your home itself, you're having different kind of mobiles. One person is using Samsung, one person is using Vivo, one person is using Realme. So why people are using different things? Because of futures, because of all the things. So similarly, technology also, when the data need to extend or enhance from one system to another system, you require an extension. So from 2015 onwards, simplified systems. What do you mean by simplified systems? Today, how many people are using? How many people are going to the banks? So we are using Google Pay, Phone Pay, Paytms, all the things. So if you want to book to railway tickets, simply you are downloading IRC app, IRCTC app. You are using that one. If you want to book any food, Domino's, Swiggy, Zomatos. If you want to book any cabs, Ola, Uber, all the things. So everything is there in your mobile itself. The same thing. So the technology also rapidly changed, and today it is the innovation which comes. Your SAP product came into a picture. Your SAP product also changed that evaluation, and they brought the technology into mobile. So this is how the ERP year by year, decade by decade, they're changing a lot. Why? If somebody is asking that, why you are doing SAP FICO course? First of all, you should strong on your commitment. Why you are doing SAP FICO course? Because of my education, because of my experience, which I gained in account, so that I have chosen SAP. Again, the second question will come, that why you need to choose only SAP software? There are so many softwares are available. So why you have chosen only SAP means you should be in a position to tell confidently. There are n number of ERP packages available in the market, such as like BAN, Oracle, JD Edwards, PeopleSoft, Lawson. If you try to understand the intention of that softwares, the intention of that softwares are designed for a particular purpose. When it comes to BAN, which is using for manufacturing and logistics, purely into your factory areas. Oracle, which is using for financial purpose. PeopleSoft, which is using for your human resource management system, purely for your employee time management, travel management, all the things. Ramco, production planning, plant maintenance, metal management. Lawson, when your business is hospital business, for that it will be useful. JD Edwards, supply chain management. I just given few ERP softwares for your understanding. When it comes to SAP, SAP fulfill all the business requirements. It's not only because since we are a FICO guys, we are focusing on FICO, but SAP focus on all different areas. They did not manufacture, they did not invent this software only for this specific purpose. If you think about organizations, they are working into different areas. You need a finance module, you need a sales module, you need a MM module, you need a technical module. So that SAP designed for all kind of businesses. So because of that reason, SAP dominates in the market. Today in world, 60% market hold by SAP software, and 40% are occupied by other softwares. I'm not telling that those softwares are not good, but SAP features are much more better than other softwares. So when the SAP marketing people are trying to explain in front of the business, they're telling that the features of SAP. So every feature is there in SAP. Due to that reason, SAP is dominating the world. So what is the benefit of this ERP? ERP is the process used the companies integrate all the aspects and factors of the company from HR to finance. ERP has played a great role industry level as well as small business. If you notice this image, in this image, you're going to if you notice this image, ERP is the uh, center area. It is going to control to all other systems. Your financial, your supply chain management, your manufacturing, your technology, project management. So if you notice here, it is the common area which connects to all the different kind of things. So because of that reason, ERP is having a demand. And it eliminates what is the benefit of ERP? It eliminates duplication, discontinuity, and redundancy of the data. It increases the return of investment on IT implementation, delivers quality information designed for the enterprise whole. It is faster and cheaper, delivers quality information and produce quality enterprise, satisfying partners and customers, and reducing required manpower. So whenever technology is using, so you don't require to use manpower. First, what is technology? So earlier people used to write in a papers, books. After that, slowly Excel came into picture. After that, tallies came into picture. After that, ERP products are coming. Just go back 20 years back, how you just ask your parents how they need to maintain their accounting system. So whenever you probably when you go during your childhoods, whenever you're visiting grocery shops, if you're taking credit of your groceries, what they're going to do? So they're going to write in a books and they're handing the product to you. So whenever you're making the money, they'll take the amount and they're going to continue to that books. This is how it started. Later, Lotus came into picture when DOS era is there. I don't know how many people knows the Lotus. uh, what is that? There is a word before MS DOS. DOS, there is a word kind of things. WinWord, not WinWord, some other software. So that is your which runs on your DOS systems. From DOS, it came to Windows. Windows continuously, Microsoft is releasing the product. Okay, like that, every software continuously they are adding their features and they're coming. So whatever your domain is changed from book entry system to ERP system. Similarly, when you are using ERP softwares, which will be giving all these features. Okay, it is faster, cheaper, delivers quality information. It reduces manpower. It increases your return of investments. So the errors are going to remove, each and everything will happen. So now our area. Now our area. We are SAP folks and we want to learn about SAP concepts. SAP, the name itself, SAP means System Application Products in Data Processing. It is a German product. This is system analyze and Twicklang is a German word of full form of SAP, and the head office is located in Waldorf, Germany. This is the place where exactly the head office, and these are the five IBM engineers who invented SAP system. That matter, these five people. Okay, and it's a world third largest software in the world. What is first and second? Obviously, Google and Microsoft plays a vital role, and those companies are occupied the first and second places in terms of revenue, in terms of manpower, in terms of facilities. So that those two companies are occupied first and second position. When it comes to ERP, it is number one product. No other software can beat SAP. Today, SAP is growing like anything. So SAP spread their wings in 190 countries. Today, they are having almost 4.5 lakh customers. So the customer means it is not a small company. Your Reliance is a company. Your Tata is one company. Your ICICI Bank is a company. You just imagine how big companies. So like that, SAP is having today, SAP is having 4.5 lakhs customers. Just what are the words which I'm telling here, you just check in SAP website itself. I collected the information from that website and presenting here. So that out of around 250 to 60 countries are there, SAP spread almost 190 countries. So you just think that you just imagine how SAP is spreading like anything. And SAP themselves will be having an employment source, 1,05,000 employees. That means who are continuously monitoring about the legal requirement, organization requirements, and they're developing the software and they're adding all the features in the SAP system itself. So they're embedding all the features in the latest versions. Today we release one product. Whenever we are releasing next product, by that time we are going to add other products, other features. Okay, that is how SAP is growing like anything. The SAP era started in the year of 1972, and the first version started in 1973. Thereafter 1979, R1 is 1973, R2 is 1979. After that 93 onward, 92 onwards R3 system. Thereafter ECC Enterprise Central Component and 4.75, 4.6B, 4.6C. Okay, 4.7, 4.7E, ECC5, ECC6, like that continuously SAP also growing like anything. After 2006, SAP stopped releasing the new product. They started doing innovation because SAP is depending on some other companies, which is Oracle, DB2, Unix, Linux. There are so many third-party companies SAP is depending for their database. SAP thought that I don't want to take any support from these guys. So because of that reason, they started thinking innovation on their SAP product. Later from ECC after, they waited almost a decade in the year of 2015 and 2016. That time they released the product called HANA. Okay, so when it comes to HANA, to fulfill the requirement from ECC to HANA, what SAP thought that because every year when governments are changing, they are bringing new policies. Whenever they're bringing new policies, obviously the companies need to file their returns according to the legal requirements. To fulfill such kind of requirement, what SAP is doing, they are releasing some packages and EHP packages, EHP1, EHP2, EHP3, like that. So like that, they keep on releasing the product up to EHP8, they release the packs. So whenever you are implementing that packs, that with that packs, so they can able to fulfill the market needs. From 2016 onwards or 2017, clearly, the HANA boom came into picture. This is how the SAP established. So when HANA comes into picture, okay, it is in-memory system, real-time analysis, real-time reporting, real-time. It is a real-time business, OLAP, OLTP, okay, and SAP HANA Enterprise Cloud. We will discuss each and everything in detail when we come to SAP HANA discussion time. Okay, so it's completely advanced systems. From 2006 onwards, they started doing inventing on this software, and 2015 they released the product. So it is a common like their server, because previously they are having server dependency, like they need to use only uh, depending softwares like Oracle, DB2, Unix, Linux, Foxpro, not Foxpro, Unix. There are so many different kind of databases are there. SAP is depending on such kind of companies. So whenever HANA launches, that time SAP released their own product. HANA is a database. HANA is not a software, first of all. The database technology, and which is giving a innovation, like extremely superb features. So at your premises, you can keep the server, or you can use public domains. What is mean by public domains? So where exactly you are going to create your emails? Google, Yahoo, Rediff, all these things. It is a public domain. Similarly, business data also can able to keep into public domains. Microsoft, IBM, HP, they're providing this server support. What is mean by hybrid means, when you club on some of the business you are using on at your premises, some of the data if you want to use public areas, both are when you're clubbing together, which is nothing but a hybrid. How you want to follow, which is going to decide it with your on-premise, cloud, and hybrid. So what is the benefit of this SAP? SAP is a leader in SAP is a ERP leader. Okay, it is a backbone to fulfill the enterprise requirement. According to the enterprise requirement, SAP software will be suitable. It is an independent software because SAP application, if you take any kind of software, if you go to bank, so the front end, you are going to see look and feel colors of the screen. That is maybe it is a Fox Pro based, okay, or else Visual Basic software. Back and again, D-based software will be there, or Oracle database software is there. But SAP is not such kind of product. The application, the designing is in SAP, usage, presentation also in SAP, database, the storage also in SAP. SAP is not depending on any other companies. SAP is an independent software. SAP is a client server version, real-time 3-tier architecture. What are those 3 layers are nothing but application, presentation, database, worldwide usage, designed to satisfy the information needs for all the businesses. Okay, multiple languages. SAP is not only designed in English. So it designs almost 39 different languages. If the person belongs to Germany, the software can use in Germany, France, Korean, Russian. Okay, so many countries, so many languages SAP is designed according to the user compatible. If the user is comfort into their own language, SAP is designed like that. Multiple currencies. When you're during your you are not only doing business in one specific areas. According when you're doing, if you think about globally, the company is doing business into different countries. From if I want to export my product from India to Singapore, the Singapore currency is different. Europe currency is different. Australian currency is different. US currency is different. Middle East currencies are different. So that when you're doing business, imports or exports, so we need to exchange the currencies between different currencies. Like SAP can able to support up to 236 different currencies. There are few folks are from finance persons. There are few folks from sales areas. There are few folks from procurement. Few people are administration. Few people are technical. SAP is designed for all type of people's background. So according to your background, you just come with your background. My software is suitable for them. I'm not telling that it is designed only for FICO. It is not only designed for MM. Whatever your area, my software is going to support like that. It supports 27 different industries. manufacturing, retail, banking, all are different kind of industries. So that it is supporting almost 27 industries, allows easier global integrations, easier integrations in the sense. So I can it is within my modules from FI to FI to SD, FI to PP, FI to CO. So when you are doing any kind of transaction, internally integration and externally integration also. SAP to Oracle, Oracle to SAP, SAP to JD Edwards, JD Edwards to SAP, SAP to PeopleSoft, PeopleSoft to SAP, which is nothing but integrity. SAP themselves, they'll be having 4 lakhs, 4.5 lakhs customers, and they spread their wings almost 190 countries. Okay. Across the global, SAP is having 1 lakh plus employees, and they're having their own offices in 140 countries. Not only this one, whoever want to implement or support SAP software, SAP is clearly telling that whether you are having capability to use SAP system or not. So that they need to choose based upon the company's capability. They're going to decide the partners. So Accenture is a partner, IBM is a partner, Deloitte is a partner. So according to their business, so Accenture, they're doing consulting, outsourcing, and technology. So worldwide usage and what different kind of technologies. So based on that, they are going to decide this is platinum, this is my platinum partner, this is my gold partner, this is my silver partner. Only that partners can able to use SAP software. It is not allowing to all the people. So very strictly, even if you want to do any kind of certification, SAP is given an authorized companies. Earlier Siemens, after that Autos. Okay, what does it mean? Means because if you want to finish the certification, that itself it is a costlier. And earlier, when I used to do SAP certifications, by that time, at least the certification is valid for 5 years. Now they changed the trend. If you are passing your certification, again it will be valid only for a certain year. Only 1 year it is valid. Again, you need to update yourself and you have to go for another certification. That's how, because every year the requirements are changing, the client requirements are changing, legal requirements are changing. Whenever the requirements are changing, all the times SAP also adding all the features. So when they are adding all the features, you are the guys who are need to work on that systems. So that so whenever you are finishing your certification, then that time definitely you are a valid person. Otherwise, you are a normal person. Now you just think that hardly attending 3 months course, are you really capable to develop the system? Provides real-time information, reducing the possibilities of redundancy of errors, may create efficient work environment for all their employees. These are the features of SAP. And if you notice here, I'm just added few customers of SAP. Here, Adobe Software. It is a software company. Their operation purpose, they're using SAP software. SAP for their business, they're using. ICSA, they're using. Kellogg's, they're using. Tata Motors, AIG. So all are your customers. EPAM, Infosys. Okay. So there are many companies who are using their softwares. Not only technology, manufacturing sector. Somewhere I saw LTA. This is okay. So all is for your understanding. I'm telling it. I told 4,25,000 customers. Who's that 4,25,000 customers? These are the people who are 4,25 people. Amway, see here. So for you just come with a different requirement. You can keep for according to your business needs. SAP will be useful, and the future is going to rock like anything. Okay, because everywhere it is a simplified solutions. The scope of SAP is very huge. A big number of industries who are working on a ECC model and the functional part, their business process. As a result, lot of consultants and end users work on the implementation support projects. Future of SAP consultant is good provided they keep updating their skills. Okay, with the new products launched, SAP is a digressive plan to move all their customers like from ECC to HANA. Almost all 4.5 lakhs customers mandatory they need to move from ECC to HANA. So far, We saw one kind of innovation. We are going to see further innovations. SAP clearly telling that if you are using SAP product, if you are using ECC product, mandatory you have to come to HANA. Otherwise, I'm not going to support ECC products. They stopped selling ECC product from 2017 itself. They stopped. So what are the implementations are happening? All are HANA systems only. As long as support, SAP has given support for their software AMC software is they're provided. So till that time ECC is working. This is going to die very shortly. Already SAP announced earlier by end of 2025 up to EHP 5 versions need to be converted from EHP 6, 7, 8 need to be converted by 2027. So during migration, they're finding so many errors. Because of that reason, SAP has given extended warranties, and it went up to the 2030 right now. SAP is going to be very aggressive henceforth. The future, like it has been always been, it's having a tremendous demand. SAP is the leader into ERP. Microsoft and Oracle are only the two software companies better than SAP in other technologies. But only in technology, ERP technology, SAP is the number one product. So that 4 lakhs 5 customers, 4.5 lakhs customers, when they want to convert from ECC to HANA, how much demand is going to come? You just imagine. So whether ECC, when you are not getting calls from the market, that doesn't mean that SAP, people are not getting an opportunity. People are getting an opportunity, but they are taking the people or intelligence, not for all the people. Because you are the guys who need to work in these 4.5 lakhs customers. So your imagination is, if you're thinking only that I'm sitting in front of the system, I'm practicing like this, means we cannot able to get a job. Beyond your limitation, you have to think. So these are some of the industries SAP is giving us support, like retail industries, utilities, public sector, oil and gas, media, telecommunication, healthcare, banking, insurance, financial sector, shipping service network, engineering, construction operation, discrete industries, mill industries, SAP island defense, airlines and defense, and manufacturing. So many, these are the different kind of industry solutions SAP is providing. So whoever is using SAP, these are the benefits. Whoever using SAP software, the security wise, it was good. Productivity, streamline processing, efficiency, fosters growth, competition, mobility, and flexibility. Save of your money, integration in integrated information, collaboration, customer service, forecasting. I'm not going to talk each and everything in detail because our main motto is not explaining about these areas. Our main motto, we need to discuss on five areas. So just I'm telling that the product, whatever you are using, so this many benefits are there. Whoever is using SAP, because tomorrow, if I'm going for an sales guy, if I need to talk about, if I need to talk in front of the customers, I need to focus on all these things. So whenever we are using all these kind of, whenever the customer is using SAP product, that time I need to focus on all these areas. Because right now you are not the sales guy and you are not the person who is going to work as who is going to promote your SAP product. So because I'm not going to talk all the things in detail, but these are the features. When you are having this many features of your software, obviously you can able to satisfy to your customer. Some of the topics which SAP is designed for, like SAP broadly classified into functional, logistic, and technicals. Okay, the functional areas, it is purely financial accounting, controlling, financial supply chain management, human resource, real estate management, project system, investment management, fund management, business. Now BPC also gone. In place of BPC, group reporting came into picture, customer service software, purely which is part of your functional module. So the logistic area where the factory people, sales and distribution, material management, production planning, warehouse management, CRM, customer relation management, supply chain management, plant maintenance, quality maintenance, sales. So like that, all the modules basically which are located at your factory areas. To fulfill the client requirement. Already SAP has given each and every module number of reports they are given. Still that reports are not suitable to the business. So to fulfill such kind of requirement, because the SAP is designed in uh, ABAP, so that by using ABAP technology, still you can able to develop further reports. So we are going to work with ABAP during RISE concepts, business intelligence, business warehouse, basis, HANA, exchange infrastructure, process integration. Those are technical. So like as I said that the 66 modules, you come with your background, my software is suitable according to your background and education background and experience. It's not designed only one specific areas. Now we'll come to HANA point of view. What is R1, R2 and R3 systems architecture? R1 means only one tier on configuration. So earlier uh, uh, it's a LAN kind of things. One server will be there which connects with one server. You are connecting all these systems. So whenever you do any kind of data backup, it used to store into the backup. This is called one-tier architecture. So it is after that connecting to different areas. Like your business into one area, and your factory is in one place and your head office is in another place. Whenever you do any kind of things, intranet, internet, and a smart kind of thing. This is how, like uh, olden days when your father's generation. So the you need to sit every document from your factory. The documents are coming to your factory. They're going to enter the database. So that is how it used to happen. As on today also, all these accounting books are coming to chartered accountant firm. They are updating into Tally systems or X Focus, all these systems. Okay, so that is called one kind of technology. When it comes to the another technology, two-tier means your factory is another area and your head office is another area. Whenever you do any kind of transaction, immediately it is connected to one area. This is two-tier. And three-tier means globally you can do the transaction, multiple servers, multiple systems, not only one country. You may be doing, when your business is growing, you are spreading your business in your wings like anything. So when you're doing the you're spreading your wings like anything, so that time it is a connected like we require the term. So this is how the systems are grown up like anything. The technology rapidly grown up anything. This is called R1, R2 and R3 architecture. Guys, are you able to follow me? Am I going fast or you want little slow? Is it fine for everyone? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So am I going fastly or else is it fine?
Fine.
Thank you. So this is the look and feel in the initial phase. When R1 comes, this look and feel it is appearing like that. When R2 comes, it is appearing like this. And R3, you guys are working. Almost all of you folks are worked in ECC systems. And HANA again, it's HANA means it is a mobile apps, latest innovations. So the backend technology they changed. They did not change the functionality. Your father's generation accounting standards are same. So your grandfathers, your fathers, and your generation and your next generation. So that throughout our life, the functionality is same. But what are the technology you are using? That technology we need to go in a latest innovation. This is how R1 appearing. This is how R2 is appearing. This is how R3. I forgot to take the screenshots. You know, easy access screen, IMG screen, and you know the different kind of screenshots, which is R3 screenshots, and this is your HANA systems. This is how the technology is changing rapidly. And when the maintenance is going to end, people are not updating, but SAP is updating day by day. So SAP ECC support is going to end by 2030, and SAP is given a deadline for HANA also. Expiry date they are given by 2040. And already they started working on public cloud, Gen A, Rise SAP. In future, we don't know how rapidly the changes are going to come in SAP. Whenever the product is releasing, we are trying to understand that one, and we are trying to work on this. So SAP is telling that as on today, till 1 to 5 HP packages support will end up by December 2027. From 2017 to 2030, HP 678 is going to end up. And right now, the HANA is, people are using HANA. That HANA also, they are giving expiry date. By 2040, your HANA is going to die. By 2040, we are going to launch new products. That time, Gen AI, Rise SAP, all the things are future innovations. Just think that where are you? If you're not updating by yourself, like how SAP is growing and how you guys are growing. If you're not thinking beyond your beyond your, you have to think beyond your mindset actually. I used to tell that when you're sitting in a room, you are thinking that I could able to see only 4 walls, but you have to think out of that wall. What is there? You're standing in front of the ocean. Up to what extent you can able to see? Your eyes can able to catch up to 1 kilometers. Once you go inside 1 kilometers, once you go inside that one, you will see further 1 kilometers. So there is sky is the limitation. So though I am telling that because of that reason, whenever I used to take SAP sessions, though I'm having this many years of experience, not even 1% knowledge I have in SAP FSO. Every client, it's a new requirement. Every industry, it is a new requirement. We have to understand and we have to jump it this one. But the thumb rule, the accounting funda, they are going to, it is not going to change. Account payable, you are going to get the material and you're making the payment. You are selling the material and getting the money. You are having assets and the same thing. That funda is, they're not going to change. It will not change in future also. But only the changes is simplifications. So whenever you are using the latest system, whether you are having that knowledge or not, which is very important. The future product, SAP, they bought new product and they were having different product like CRM, customer relation management, ERP, that product of PLM, product life cycle management, SCM, supply chain management, SRM, all are your HANA products. So they added all the features in HANA. Actually, this is HANA is a single system. Under that, below that, you'll be finding CRM, ERP, PLM, SCM, SRM. So they bought all small companies, and whatever the technology is there in that companies, they acquired all the things into HANA. So there are further advantages of SAP HANA. SAP HANA is the next generation of ERP because it runs on HANA in-memory computing platform. SAP S4HANA simplifies the data by sorting the data in forms of column instead of rows. In short, simplified data model and improved user experience results in new business capabilities, improve productivity of their business. It enhanced the performance, scope of innovation, improved user experience, real-time database, increased sustainability, in interactive reports, data protection. These are the features are there into HANA. It is very compared to ECC, it is very faster, it is real-time, it is secure, and it satisfies users. So this is how HANA is working. There are some benefits of S4HANA. It helps to processing transactions and analytical deliver real-time insights for live data. It allows the management of data across multi-tier storage to achieve best performance, increase speed of information process such as planning, forecasting, pricing, offers, helping analyzing massive data volumes and that within support. So when you are going to learn about HANA, first of all, you should understand why I need to go for a HANA. But just saying that business partner came into picture, or else new asset accounting came into picture, chart of account area integration is removed. This is the inside system. But outside system, SAP is not depending on any third-party companies. SAP technology came into picture. The technology came into your mobile technology, Fiori apps. So when SAP want to bring in your mobile, what kind of backend technology they changed? n number of tables are there. They obsoleted many tables. Some of the tables are removed, and they introduced the new table called AC Docker table. So whenever you are using, so one person can able to only one work, one area. For example, account payable person can able to work in only account payable areas. Earlier, when they're using as ECC system, based upon the roles, every area the consultant can able to work, the end user can able to work. Now it is not like that. The person belongs to cashier. We can give only cashier apps. The person belongs to asset person. You can able to give only the specific apps. So that redundancy of data, like why should I give all this data? The technology also they changed a lot. Like earlier, it used to work on server, internet. Now it is working like apps, www, worldwide app. So whenever you're clicking the tab, backend it is connected to SAP and your SAP is working like anything. So that is called the backend technology. In earlier, the data used to store into row based and column based. Now it is only column based. Like if you think about your grandfathers, how they used to get the water. They used to go to that pond and they are getting the water. From the shoulders, they are keeping two pots and they are getting the water. When your father generation came into picture, you're having wells and bore wells. From there, you can able to dig that water. Now your generation, you are switching on that switches automatically. Water is coming. The next generation, just remote sensing. So when you are there at office, you can able to see in your mobile who came into to your office, like CC cameras, all the things. So similarly, the technology, so to fulfill such kind of requirement, backend SAP also put lot of innovations. Because of that reason, SAP today, it is dominating the world. There are some advantages at the same time. There is a disadvantage also there in HANA, because whenever we are migrating from older system to new system, at a time to design ECC is the toughest task. So after 3 years or 4 years of continuous hard work, finally they got the ECC product. Whenever they're using the system, still they're finding errors, so that they're keeping support consultants and they're taking support. But now again, SAP is telling that you want to migrate from older system to ECC to HANA. So whenever you are moving all the things, all the technologies, backends, they need to change a lot. So that during that time, SAP also facing a lot of errors. So because of that errors, whenever during our migrations, SAP is finding a lot of errors. Due to that reason, what SAP is thinking that we are giving extending of your ECC support. So maybe till 2027, 2030, ECC is going to work. By that time, we are going to resolve HANA errors. All new implementations are happening only in HANA, but whenever you are doing migrations, we are finding errors. The data is not up to the mark. Because you just imagine, let's take example of client BP, British Petroleum. They're having business almost 100 countries. Okay, ICSA. So how many countries they're having business? Citibank. They themselves, they cannot able to handle the business. Because of that reason, they sold their business to Axis Bank. So just imagine how big companies those are. So whenever these implementations are going on for such kind of things, so they're finding some errors. So due to that reason, there in HANA also there are some disadvantages are there. So SAP HANA is only compatible with SAP. SAC Linux certified hardware, which makes costly investment for users who want to run on any other kind of systems. Like first of all, they're telling that that depending on any third party systems, the hardware costs are little expensive. Software is easy, but hardware cost is expensive. Limited hardware compatibility makes wanting to use SAP HANA is costly investment, because different of ERP packages have different type of architectures. SAP does not support all these different kind of architectures. The older version quickly becomes obsolete due to the regular releases. So all this they're trying to overcome all these problems. And what you need to remember when you are going for an interview, SAP can run either in cloud or on-premise or hybrid. The database can able to work in any kind of things. SAP can run only in the HANA can run only in HANA database, not any other database. Storage is different, database is different. Technology is provided by SAP. Storage is providing by IBM, Microsoft, Google, HP, all the things. Okay. While ECC run only multiple database. ECC run can work in multiple databases. Oracle, DB2, Unix, Linux. Okay. But SAP HANA runs only this one. SAP Fiori apps are available in S4 HANA, performing activities, generating reports in real time. And HANA database, it is a column-based HANA, resulting in speed from fewer distinct values and parallel processing. SAP HANA, there are no summary tables, index tables, or history tables. Instead of line items, tables are used. SAP HANA employs the single line item, like they have used the concept called single source of truth, which is nothing but AC docker, which is having which is a universal ledger, which connects with the different areas like general ledger accounting, AP, AR, FI, AA, CO. So first of all, I'm trying to tell the main problems are coming when you come for COPA and material ledger. So what is mean by COPA? It is a controlling profitability analysis. What for we are using COPA? If the customer is expecting multi-dimensional reports. What is mean by multi-dimensional reports? Try to understand. If you're not understanding, ask me now itself. I'll try to sort out your problem. For example, I'll take one example. What is real-time problems user is trying to face? Let's take example. The company business is car business. Car manufacturing, the company is doing. Okay. When the company is doing car manufacturing, you just will take an example of Maruti car. Maruti car is doing Alto manufacturing, Wagner manufacturing, Swift manufacturing, Desire manufacturing, Baleno, Ertigo, or Ertigo and Nexa. There are so many products. So the Maruti car is having 10 different type product or 15 different kind of product. The sales happens north, east, west, and south. This is their sales. So when you are doing the business in north, how many areas they are going to sell? East, how many areas they are going to sell? The manufacturing unit is there in Gurgaon, somewhere in Gurgaon. So when they are manufacturing the product into these areas, which car I want to manufacture? You want me to manufacture Alto car? You want me to manufacture Wagner car? Again, when you take these cars, you're having two different kind of versions. Two types of cars. One is diesel, second one is petrol. Again, these two types are having three versions. One is LXI, VXI, and ZXI. Again, two more versions. LDI, VDI, and ZDI. Each and every car models are having five different colors. So this is how the business. Is it clear for everyone? Business, is it clear? Maruti, our client business is car manufacturing. Okay. There, we took an example of Maruti car. They're manufacturing the products Alto, Wagner, Swift Desire, Baleno, Etigo, Nexa, and so many models. Okay, and that that cars are two types. They're manufacturing two types of cars. One is diesel cars and one is uh, petrol cars. Again, these two cars are having different kind of versions. Like middle class people are lowest people, middle class people, and higher end. And also, each and every car are having 5 different cars. And your business is having north, east, west, and south. Again, district wise, town wise, village wise, they're having the business. So when using SAP software for this to fulfill this kind of requirement, SAP they're using the software the Maruti Cars company started using SAP product. So here they want to know the demand of north. So here, what car you want me to manufacture? What type of car? What version? What what color? How many cars I want to manufacture? How many versions? How many diesel engine? Which diesel you want me to use? Diesel engine or petrol engine? Or again, is it higher end, lower end? What kind of things? So when you are trying to figure out this kind of requirement by using COPA, profitability analysis, which is a multi-dimensional reporting, customer wise, product wise, sales area wise. Okay. Not only this one, combination of customer plus product, customer, product, sales area. So whenever we need to prepare this kind of reports, the system is trying to pull the record into different. It has to fetch the data from different tables, and finally it has to come to COPA. And whenever you're trying to execute the report, after 15 minutes, after half an hour, it throwing a dump. So whenever I want to manufacture the product, I don't know the information properly. So here its system is throwing an error. After seeing, I'm continuously waiting. Like people are waiting for a cricket match, who is going to win, and people are waiting for movies. People are waiting for results, whether you're going to get benefit or not. All the things, results of your politicians, who is going to win. We are least bother. So end of the day, your expectation is something, and it happens something. So similarly, the client is expecting something from the system. When the end result is coming, that time it is not up to the mark. It is throwing a dump error. So finally, the customer is not happy with SAP product. So what they did is they introduced one table called AC Docker, which it connects the data from GL, AP, ER, asset, all the things. So instead of reading the data from different table, it is going to fetch the data, maximum data from AC Docker, so that the dump error is reducing. So that finally I'm able to satisfy to the client. So whenever I'm trying to get the data, Oracle is telling that you have to store in row based and column based, so that I have to store, because I'm depending on Oracle company, so that I have to design my software as per their requirement. Row based, column based, why I need to depend follow all this? Because it is not, I don't have my own choice. An example, you are having a bank locker. So when you are having a locker at your bank, so you have to keep they'll be giving some specific provision to you. You have to keep that your gold ornaments or documents. You have to keep into that specific areas. You don't have any choice that I want to keep this metal not here. I want to keep into my central bank, means they're not going to handle. So SBI is following the guidelines of RBA, and you're having a locker into SBI. But if you're telling that I don't want to use my system, my storage in local areas, I want to store the data into RBA, means they're not going to allow. So because of that reason, Similarly, when you're trying to use the data into different areas, so since I need to store the data into this specific areas, so the problem is while executing the report, it is throwing in dumps errors. This is one kind of error. Material ledger is further depth. One product, each and every area, different rates are there. Each and every different legal requirements are there. So they're seeing further depth errors. So because of that reason, what they did, so that based upon the customer problems, we identified all the things and they sort out the problem in the HANA system. Inventory management reduced from 26 tables to single table, which is mad doc. Metal ledger is mandatory. It helps to value. So previously it is. Sai, can you please? Metal ledger is mandatory and helps valuation. Like metal ledger is mandatory in HANA system. Okay, in S4HANA, parallel ledger prerequisite for new asset accounting. Okay, cost elements are merged with the general ledger accounting in HANA. Those who are attending interviews, if you could able to explain this slide properly, definitely the interviewer feels happy that you know the subject. But it's not, again, I'm telling that it's not the by hearting kind of things. You need to understand the concept and you need to deliver properly. Material length is increased from 18 characters to 40 characters. SAP HANA is having a parallel ledger prerequisite for new asset accounting. Okay, in S4HANA, pricing table KO NV is replaced with the PRCD elements. S4HANA includes migration cockpit. So all these features are there. This one, and you just add your stories. Now, business partner is there, new asset accounting is there, or else cost elements are removed, or FI and CO periods are integrated. So what are the features you are telling that you need to remember that one, and also you have to remember that points, and you have to explain properly. Just think that if you are explaining each and every point understandable way to the interviewer, whether they are feeling happy with your answer or not, that you need to change. And you need to because FI is the primary area wherein the data connects from all different areas. So you need to remember small changes from MM side also. Middle master character size increased from 18 to 40 characters. New material type, like you're going to see halb, Hava, Dine. You're going to see different kind of material types. Pert, halb, Hava, all the things. They added a new material type, which is HCRV. Material ledger is optional in ECC, but it is mandatory in HANA. Vendor master converted to business partner. You have different roles. With the help of different roles, you can able to identify what type of vendor it is. Fairy tiles introduce flexible applicable KOMH, KOMP, pricing PRCD elements. So common table without the GUI, PO. PO also MyGo and Myro through web-based, like through Fiori-based, it will happen. MKF, MSEG is that data that values you can able to see into Docker. So they did not remove all the tables as of now. Completely they removed means there is a huge impact. So the data is storing like auto diversion will be there. The data once you post the transaction back and it is storing into Doc also. So that the reporting is happened from Doc, AC Doc, all the things. So that by default, it's backup of this database. The regular data is going to store in Doc, and the existing data is there into BKPF, MKPF and BSEC. So MSEC, then this data is storing. So during this time only, actually, SAP is facing some error, like during migrations only, when we are trying to upload 5 years data, 10 years data, that time SAP is facing some issues. So due to that reason, SAP is extending their ECC support till 2030. Similarly, you need to understand the SD changes because you are paying the money and you're collecting the money also. Create a sales order through Fiori apps. Apps through you can able to create a sales order. Import sales order from XLS to spreadsheet. Like from other system to you can able the sales order can able to import. Automatically create sales order from PDF file. mass change in sales document via Fury apps, adoption of business partner, multiple addresses. Like customers can able to customers are converted from business. In ECC, customers are there. In HANA, it is a business partner. That customer concepts are merged with converted into business partner. With the help of roles, we can able to understand whether it's customer or vendor. Down payment processing for sales contracts, omni-channel for sales promotions or sales orders. You need to remember all the things. This slide, and this slide. So when you're having subject in your mind, definitely you are master. This is the rapid growth of HANA, success factor, SCM, Fieldglass, Ariba, Hybris. They acquired all small companies. So they acquired all. Concur is there, that Concur facilities are there. Okay, previously OpenText and Vim is there. That the concepts are merged with in HANA, and Workday in HR, that also merged in HANA. Like all small tools are there. That concept, the functionality, everything merged into SAP HANA. Today, if you take HANA system, every features are there. So this is how the versions are started from 1973 to till 1805. Not only that, till 2023, SAP released the latest versions. 2024, I did not heard about that version, but 2020 till 2023, SAP is to release that versions. Now we'll come to SAP landscape. So when you are attending in your training institutes, hardly you are learning the subject in only one area, which is a education system, education server. But when it comes to SAP point of view, hey Manmohan, why you are touching all the things? So when it comes to the reality, the architecture is completely changed. The landscape is completely changed. In minimum, you will be seeing 3 to 5 systems. One area is like whatever I said, application, presentation, database. Here the systems are different things. Under development itself, you have 3 systems. What is that 3 systems? Normally, we finished the course in education system. Till ECC, we are having SAP software in our laptops. But in HANA, for HANA, we are engaging third-party people with the help of online. We are using that software. So far, core is attending this SAP FSO. Yesterday, somebody asked that, sir, are you providing SAP server access? If I need to provide server access, I need to tie up with some of these folks or some of these folks. If these people are doing mistakes, tomorrow again you are asking me, so the server is not working. First of all, I myself having lot many responsibilities in terms of for your training or for my day-to-day responsibilities, for my future plans. I myself having lot of tensions. Okay, when I'm adding all these features, if that person is not giving properly, if you're fighting with me, how I can able to provide? So due to that reason, straight away I said that I'm not going to provide any server access. And real time, you're going to see different kind of systems. So in real time, we are going to see different kind of system. What is that systems? You have a golden system, golden client, and sorry, you have a development system, development server, quality server, and pre-production, MDG, master data governance, pre-production, and production systems. Normally you learn the course in public areas, like either if it is ECC in your laptops or desktops, you have the systems, and for HANA systems, because it's you require a huge system configuration. Due to that reason, HANA can able to implement in your system, but for installation, your system is required a high configuration. Maybe minimum it takes 2 lakhs worth 2 lakhs worth of this, maybe 64 GB RAM or something they required. I don't know about detailed configuration of that one, but still HANA can able to possible to implement in your laptop, but you require a high-end configurations. Okay, so for that reason, most of you guys are taking support from the third-party companies. So the real world, you're going to see different kind of systems. So here you are going to see development system. Under development system, you are having a golden client, sandbox. These points you need to remember. And ABAP per purpose, you are having a technical system. Under development, you have a development system and sandbox and golden ABAP per purpose they are going to use. This area, all functional consultants can work in this system. Okay, this is for your R&D. So whenever the client is asking some new requirement, whether you can able to develop any kind of changes or not. So for your testing purpose, okay, for your research purpose, for consultant testing and research purpose, we are using this sandbox. ABAP system, which is using for RISEPS development. What is RISEPS? Reports, interfaces, conversions, enhancements, forms, and workflow. We'll discuss each and everything a little later. What is the rise of means? When standard solutions are not suitable, already SAP provided n number of reports. Still, those reports are not suitable to the business. That time we go for development. So all are customized solutions. It is a customized solutions as per business need. So that time how you're going to do as a functional consultant? We have to collect the requirement from the business as per your understanding. You have to write a documentation which needs to be explained to the ABAPer Based on his understanding, he will develop a new report, new riser. As a consultant, you need to test the system. If everything is good, we need to prepare a test case and hand over and provide the training to the end user. Here you need a knowledge, you need to talk. So whenever new, only one translation code, one GT code or YT codes you developed with the help of ABAP. So whatever the development which you did, so you have to test and you have to prepare a training test document and you have to you have to train those people and then only it will be going to the end user. Based on functional consultant training, they will test, business will test. Upon their satisfaction, they will give UAT confirmation. What is UAT? User acceptance testing. They'll test each and everything. If they're giving user acceptance, then the changes. Finally, the changes will move to production. This terminology you should remember when you're going to talk during interviews. This is what the real time. When you're talking during project round, second round, few folks are able to crock the first round, but the second round they're failure. Reason behind that, they don't know the this kind of topics. You search in Google, you search in YouTube. First of all, you should know what you need to search. Maybe you'll be finding some information in Google or YouTube, but you should know each and every area what need to search. When you don't know that reason, you are not in a position to explain. So the interior expectation is spontaneous answers they're expecting from you. If when you're keeping fake experience, how you can able to explain all the things? Okay, so the development purpose, we are using this one. This is for your sandbox, and here you are using the system called Golden Client. So whenever you're doing any kind of changes, system is going to, during configuration changes, system generates a TR. What do you mean by transport request? Which can able to from development to quality, development to pre-production, development to production. This is how the data is moving from one system to another system. For your R&D purpose, you'll be using sandbox system. Whenever you want to go for developments, you are going to use in the you are going to develop a function specification document. That function specification is given to the ABAP. Based upon your documentation, they are going to develop this system, and you have to do the testing. You have to test by yourself. You have to hand over the system to. You have to move the changes to another system. Then they are going to do the testing. Finally, the changes will be moving to production systems. Then quality systems. Here, what we are going to use, this is using for purely for testing purpose. Why we are using this system is because here also you are having generally maximum you will be having two testing systems. So two testing, one is for end user, one is for consultant, and one is for end user. These systems are using purely for testing. Purely for testing. So here we are going to perform different kind of testings. What is testing? Unit testing, integration testing, regression testing, performance testing. Finally, smoke testing, ping testing. Finally, UAT will be there, user acceptance testings. Normally, this topics we'll discuss detailedly when we come to testing topics. Okay. Here, why this many testings are required means because here the server itself is the quality system. The quality system, before handling the system to the business, as a consultant, you have to do your testings. Their technical consultants are going to do their testings. After that, once you satisfy these systems, once you satisfied everything, you are providing a training, you are providing a testing documents to the user. So these testings and the second, this is for user. So for all the things are using for, this is for consulting. Maybe ABAPers or basis consultants or functional consultants. This is for one people. This is another system, user acceptance. This is for end user. They also doing some testings, and once they are satisfied, finally the changes are, they'll give a confirmation. If the users satisfied, then they will give a confirmation. What confirmation? Yes, the changes are okay. They also add some test results. Yes, this is what my customization you did absolutely correct. Whatever you now these changes are required into production system. So before moving the changes, because we are not going to touch the live systems, backend systems, we are going to touch this one. So this is called quality systems. And during your practice, hardly we are going to create a max to max 50 jail accounts will create. 5 to 10 vendors and customers. Customers we are going to create. And max 1 or 2 asset masters. During the practice, max you'll be creating 50 GL accounts, 5 to 10 vendors and customers, 1 or 2 assets, 1 or 2 bank accounts. Like that, you're going to create it. But live system, massive data, huge data will be there. Just think that how many customers are there into SS account, how many vendors are there. Every day, how many new customers are coming? How many new vendors are coming? How many customers are coming? How many GL accounts are going to create? It is not, because whatever the whoever is using SAP system, they're massive, they're having huge business. So that for that reason, there is a template will be provided. Once this information is given by the respective team, it goes to approval. Once it is approved, backend, the master data will be completed. For your example, whenever you are taking credit card, whenever you are taking a new bank account, so what they're telling that you will this account, this credit card, or whatever it may be, so that it will be activated after 3 days. So what happens in these 3 days? These 3 days, different kind of approvals it go, and finally by using different kind of the same T codes, SK01, XT01, or FS00, or else the respective master status. If they're having huge data, by using LSMW, LTMC, BDC, by using this template, the massive data will be completed. This is called master data governance system. So whether each and every client is they're using this MDG system or not means it depends on their business. It's not mandatory that every company need to use MDG systems, but maximum clients, because big companies, everybody they're using MDG system. There is separate team will be there who is exclusively creating this master data. Okay, even translation data also they're having separate team will be there who are doing this translation data also. So that for that exclusively you are having MDG system. Then what is pre-production system? So the pre-production system, which is nothing but it's a client production replica system. What is production replicator system? For example, you are in India and your client is in US. So for you, it is daytime. For them, it is nighttime. If yesterday night when they are using this some translation, they found some error in the real-time issues. So when they're finding any issues, first of all, you need to understand the difference between pre-production system and production system. Production system is a live system. So pre-production system and production system. Pre-production system is a production replicating system, and production system it is a live system. Live system means for day-to-day transactions, for business day-to-day transactions. So when these people are different time zones, and if you want to see the system and the end users, the consultants are not having access into this system, because day-to-day transaction, if they are giving access into production system, you may be doing destroying. What are the payment you want, you can do all the things. So because of that reason, this access are not given to consultants. This is because whether it is correct or wrong, the responsibility should taken care by business. So because of that is what we not consultants are not having any access into production system. When you're not having any action into production system, when they're telling that yesterday I faced some error in so and so area, if you're not having access into production system, how you can able to check? So that because of that reason, when you're having pre-production system, the whatever the data is there, which will be replicating to pre-production system. So here generally daily data backup from production system. So whenever the changes are whenever the live data posted into production system, that data will be replicated into pre-production system. Whenever the data comes to pre-production system, so you can check, since the consultants are having access in pre-production system, you can able to, because already you did practice, you know what is debit, what is credit, what kind of entries are posting, whatever you're practicing, the same thing the end user also using. They're not going to do any robotic concept. Okay, so when they're trying to post some transaction, maybe the data like tax details are not coming, so we found that error, MDG GL account is blocked. So that whenever you're practicing, what are the errors you're getting, similar kind of issues, most of the users also getting. So when they're facing any issues, since you cannot, since you can't able to see into the live system, so whenever you get that, whenever you are having access into pre-production system, you can able to check the live scenario, and you can able to provide the system. This is exclusively for end users. So the access for consultants, development, quality, reproduction, MDG, reproduction, and production display. For ABAPers, they're testing a development testing system. For business, quality, and production system. This is how the landscapes will be designed. There are big landscapes also there, but at least minimum, if you know this answer, when the how the transports are happening, how transports are moving from one system to another system, you should be in a position to tell this landscape. Whatever you are learning at your institute, which is incomplete system. Whenever you are explaining, this one is a correct systems. Okay, that's all for today's class.